Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, we're covering all upcoming news for Yu-Gi-Oh! 2025 from this point forward. It is literally May 1st, so there's a good spot, I think. As soon as we finish reveals for a core set in the OCG, that's when we kind of have this lull before we wait for another like hype like kind of reveal season to ramp up. But I think it's a good place to like get our bearings, have an idea of what's coming into the future going forward, and that's what I like to do these videos for. It seems like a lot of you appreciate them. I'd even appreciate it doing it myself to kind of like realign myself with what I should be like, what to pay attention for going forward. And I just think it's fun. It's fun to keep an eye on and be excited for Yu-Gi-Oh news because if that's one thing Yu-Gi-Oh does great, it's have a constant influx of exciting news, new cards, all that stuff. So we're going to start with OCG stuff because to me, the OCG stuff is just always more interesting. There's just way more new cards when it comes to OCG stuff, even though we have to wait for them. So let's get into it. We're going to go chronologically here, starting off, of course, with the May 21st V-Jump promo. This is Draw Bread. We had this card revealed like 2 weeks ago or so. We just have the knowledge that it's a spell and it's called Draw Bread with the art. This is clearly alluding to the GX anime, where like students, I guess, would buy these sandwiches hoping they got the egg one because it's the best one, and it was kind of like a raffle. I have no idea what this is going to do, but draw is interesting name here. So it's like, is it a card that draws you cards? And maybe depending on what you draw, if you like reveal it, there's a chance that if you draw the right card, it's going to give you a bonus, draw another card on top of it. I have no idea. That's what I could see maybe as being like an upstart goblin that like if you draw a specific type of card, a spell, trap, monster, a specific type of monster, maybe another copy of Draw Bread, you can reveal it and draw an additional card, something like that. But I have no idea because that's all speculation. I do expect this to get revealed on May 7th. That's normally the same day every month when they reveal the V-Jump promo. Hopefully it's a good one. I don't know. Promos are really hit or miss, and they've been more miss than hit lately, but hopefully this one's good. Next up here, we move to the Duel Academia selection. This is kind of just like a little promo pack that just has 3 different OCG cards, 3 different GX cards kind of for the OCG. This is coming out May 28th for them. The 3 new cards are Elemental Hero Thunder Giant Voltic Thunder, Drilled Arm Dragon or Drill Arm Dragon, and Light Water Dragon. 3 cool GX cards that all kind of allude to different popular characters from the GX anime. Same thing kind of as Draw Bread. We have them revealed here. We just don't have effects yet. I would expect in the next week or 2 they'd probably reveal them. I don't know if they'll do them all at once or if they'll do one at a time, but still kind of exciting though. Like technically hero support, technically armed dragon support. This guy to me I think is the most interesting just because armed dragons already have like an e-tally card, I'm pretty sure. So if this card's just good, it could just be a new powerful tool for like Dragon Link or something. I don't know, but I'm curious to see what happens there. And Lightwater Dragon, this one to me, as much as I like its design the most out of the 3, like artwork wise, the bonding H2O archetype is so awful. I don't even know what they would make this card do, but it'd have to be nasty to help that out significantly. So that's next. Moving on, we move to Tactical Tri-Pack. This is the pack that has been confirmed to have Dark Magician support, Masked Hero support, and Mikanko support. There's our DM. This is the one artwork we got shown for DM, the one Masked Hero, and the one Mikanko artwork we've had revealed so far. This is a really exciting pack. I'm really curious to see where they're taking this because this is the first year they've done the Tactical Tri-Pack. And so I have no idea how many cards each archetype is getting or even how they're structuring it. This is something that maybe I've harped on too much. But I still, until I'm proven otherwise, like I'm still going to harp on this. By the way, this is June 28th is when this set is coming out. So I would expect maybe the end of May into June, we'll actually start getting some of these cards revealed. The back half of May into June, probably. But that's very exciting because those are 3 archetypes that I think people like quite a bit, especially the first 2. But like I was saying, the way they worded the announcement for this product was really strange because they said like, I don't want to like misquote it necessarily, but it was worded in a sense where it was like, here's where these archetypes are getting new cards that allow them to try out different strategies. It was like weird. It was worded in a way that was kind of strange to me, in that it seemed like, is there going to be indirect support that like gives you options, or is it like weird direct support, but like maybe all the direct support doesn't all work together, but it gives you options and ways you can try to play the decks? I don't know. It was just worded weird to me, and maybe I'm making mountains out of molehills and it literally won't matter. This is supposedly the set that is supposed to be replacing Duelist Pack. And I think it just gives them a little more freelance range to like not have to restrict their deck choices and what makes it into this type of set from by just being restricted to the anime characters. But maybe it'll just be 7 cards per archetype like they were doing with Duelist Pack. I have no idea, but I'm very curious to see where they take it. Moving on. Duma Dimensions. This is the next core set post Duelist Advance. Pretty curious here. This is coming out July 26th, so even this one we're less than 3 months on already. We have nothing revealed for it so far aside from the name, but the name will tell you actually a little bit. This is one of the few types of sets where the name actually gives you a hint. Based on the name, everybody's kind of theorizing that it should be DDD support. Dimension I think is what one of the D's stands for. Also, it's kind of been confirmed by Konami that Branded and Dogmatica should be getting new cards here, because this is when their anime shorts are going to be coming out, so they want to time those together, just kind of like they did with the Sky Striker cards, and those cards were good, so I would not be surprised if these cards are good. I'm more curious about the Dogmatica one, to be honest. I've never been a huge fan of Branded, but it is what it is. I don't hate them, I just don't love them myself. But this is July 26th. I would expect core cover support in the next 2 or 3 weeks, to be honest. Then we'll probably go another 2 or 3 weeks after that, and then Konami will kind of get into like the full reveals, like getting 70 out of the 80 cards all in a like 1.5, maybe 7 week span, 1.5 month to 7 week span. But yeah, that one's cool. There's a lot coming there. Obviously, it's a core set. There's always big stuff there. Moving on. Deck Build Pack Phantom Revengers. This one we literally know nothing about. This one is just wait and see. It's set to come out August 23rd in the OCG, so I will probably get a post showing off the artworks for the new archetypes. They do that every time for Deck Build Pack, kind of like they did with Tactical Tri-Pack here. They like have the initial post. They said these are the 3 archetypes, and they gave us one piece of artwork for all 3. I expect something like that probably if this is late August. I mean, we're almost 4 months away at this point. I wouldn't expect the reveal for the artworks for like another month and a half, and then they'll wait a couple weeks. They'll reveal the first archetype, almost all the cards but one. Then the second, same thing, all but one. Third, and then probably like a couple weeks out, that's when they'll sprinkle the last cards in just to give a last little hype wave before the set actually comes out. The V-Jump Fall 2025 subscription bonus. This is another like weird promo GX pack. Another one. Dragonic Warrior's a card in here. Einroyd is in here. This I know is from GX. I don't actually know that Dragonic Warrior was, but I know Einroyd. He's one of the Royd cards that Cyrus played, I'm pretty sure. And then Nurikabe, some zombie monster. I don't know much about these. These are actually manga cards, so I don't have much frame of reference for them. And they tend to change manga cards way more than they do anime cards, because at least anime, they'll give you a little more detail on what the cards actually do individually. But still, sure, we'll get these revealed. This pack is set to come out September 20th. So that's a ways away. That's almost 5 months away. So yeah, don't expect these anytime super soon. I don't know, maybe July they might start thinking about doing reveals on these, but yeah, don't worry, don't hold your breath on these ones. And lastly, as far as the OCG stuff goes, we have a limited pack GX Slifer Red. We actually have everything revealed for this. They just haven't revealed an official date, just September 2025. It has some cool stuff in it, like the Conduction Warrior card and some cool Archfiend support. Illusion Gates, that new like Raigeki but better, that got revealed yesterday morning. A card that searches like Macrocosmos, and even a trap that's kind of like a soul release trap. That's a quick effect. So there's some cool stuff in here. But again, we're just waiting on a date. No more new cards there. One more thing I want to touch on as far as the OCG side is concerned. There's a couple products that haven't been announced yet, and I want to cover those, because those, even though we don't even know they're coming or not, it is news that they do get announced, and I do think some of these will come in the next couple weeks, months even. So the first one is the 2025 structure deck. Last year got revealed on May 13th. The blue eye structure deck is. So this one could come literally this month. It could come less than 2 weeks from now, just like last year's did. Very excited to see what it is. I'm hoping for Cyber Dragon, but I already made a whole separate video talking about what archetypes I actually think have a chance to end up in there if you want to go watch that. Terminal World 3, not announced yet. That one won't be quite as soon. July 22nd is when that one got revealed last year. Terminal World 2 at least. So we may not get that one for another 2-3 months, but still really excited. I still really hope they do at least one more Terminal World, because I really do think there's still some really good options for them to give buffs to. Animation Chronicle 2025. This one I think is just not happening, and maybe that's why we're seeing some of these like anime manga packs pop up a little more frequently here, like we just covered. But Animation Chronicle last year got revealed February 25th. That's just probably not happening this year. I'd love for it to. I know that there's a ton of anime cards that still have yet to be printed, just not an animation pack this year, apparently. Then Duels Pack. Not worried about Duels Pack. It should just be getting replaced by the Tactical Tri Pack, so don't worry about that. But if you were wondering why it hadn't been revealed, that's probably why. And then the World Premiere Pack. This pack doesn't even really matter that much, for us at least in the TCG. The only reason it matters at all is once they get the new archetypes like Odeon, Mimigul, and Mitsurugi should be the 3 that they'll get in the World Premiere Pack in around September this year. That starts the timer on when Konami will actually, in the OCG, give those archetype support. So around kind of like how Tistina and Ashen and Flame Swordsman just got support, a month ago, in Duelist Advance, right? That's about when we would expect that support next year. So we may still have to wait a year for those things, but it's just put it on your radar if you are a fan of either of those archetypes. All right, into the TCG stuff. This won't be nearly as intensive as the OCG stuff. Starting with Battles of Legend, Monster Mayhem. This is coming out June 13th. This is, less than a month and a half away. That's very exciting. We're in like such an awesome spot in Yu-Gi-Oh! We're about to get, in the TCG at least, we're about to get like big product, big product, big product, big product, honestly, like 4 months in a row. It's really exciting. These formats are going to rotate pretty cleanly, I think. As far as Monster Mayhem goes, we're just waiting on the full list of what's being reprinted in there for value in the set, as well as what is actually getting imported. We don't have the full list yet. We have a base list of some of the stuff that we thought we were getting imported. We just don't have the full list. So we know based off assumptions most of what should be coming. Just got to find out what that official list looks like, and rarities, of course, too. OTS tournament pack 28. I know everybody's not worried about this, but Blue Eyes White Dragon is the only ultimate rare, in fact, only card confirmed for this. So we need 2 more ultis. We need a couple supers, and then we'll find out if there's any other just like nice reprints in there as well. So, yep, if you go to OTS stores, this is one to keep an eye on. Duels Advance. This one, not too much. We know the base 80 cards in the set. We just need to find out 1, what the new TCG exclusive archetype is. 2, what its first 7 cards will be. That's kind of still part of part 1. Number 2, what the OCG imports are going to be for that set. Again, we won't find that out until players are actually opening this for the first time in the TCG, as well as like whatever other random TCG exclusives they want to throw in there. So yeah, Duels Advance, not too much going on. That's not coming to us until July 3rd, but at this point, that's like 2 months away. So month and a half from now, we might find out the new TCG exclusive archetype, and then not too late after that, when it's actually getting opened, we'll find out what the imports and exclusives are. Justice Hunters, this is coming August 1st. Pretty hype. This is going to be another really impactful one. The only thing we're really waiting here is technically reprints. Are there any cool reprints to add value to the set, as well as what are the rarities? What's the rarity breakdown on these? This one's a very interesting one. It feels like it's been a long time since we've had 3 good archetypes in a deck build pack. Last time we had 2 really good ones and then Ryuga. So the 2 good ones kind of split most of the value in the set. But if you have 3 good ones, it's possible they all kind of divide the value in the set fairly evenly. And they're all actually, not budget, but like totally reasonable for a good archetype. that's just coming out. So that's pretty exciting. And then lastly, it's the 2025 Mega Pack tin. We don't know what's getting reprinted in here. We don't know if there are any, world exclusive cards being printed in here. Anything really. We just know what it looks like, and that it is September 5th is the release date. So more to come on this one as well, obviously. But yeah, that's basically it. There's all your OCG news. There's all your TCG news. A lot of stuff coming. There always is, but it's nice to stay up to date because I update you guys for like the next couple of months. Then those months go by, and then it's hard to like refresh yourself. So hopefully this video at least lets you kind of keep tabs on where everything is in the game right now and what's upcoming, what to be hyped for, what to set maybe budget aside for. Planning for releases and stuff. That can come up. So. That's it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll obviously keep you posted on all things Yu-Gi-Oh! News. Actually working on some deck profiles right now. Those might be coming soon as well, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm out here. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.